We're back. And you're probably wondering why you saying we're back. Well, we've been gone for 17 days. Was it a nice 17 days? No. Was it a fun 17 days? Also no. It was COVID. So we've been trying to get our strength back. COVID kicked our butts. Me, Lexi, and her dad all suffered, all beginning in the same week, and we are starting to feel more like ourselves, except for the mucus.
And my body still hurts. My ribs still hurt.
And she's still, having a little chest pain, but no symptoms, no nothing, just residual effects of COVID. And it's been a while, so we are hopping back on the horse. So excuse any coughing, sneezing due to postnasal drip, obviously allergies in the South, and mucus. Okay, these are all residuals of the COVID, the cocoa, whatever you want to call it. But we're going to kick it off big, we hope, with car crash compilations, and of course us talking about how awesome we drive and how we would never do this. So without further ado, car crashes. Let's go. I don't really like the whole idea of a transfer truck. Why is everybody stopping? There's some okay, yeah, that's not cool. Did the truck hit it or something? But he still did.
The pickup driver knew it wasn't safe to change lanes, but he still did it because his impatience took over. At the speed he was going, he could have passed the semi a few seconds later safely, but instead he caused an accident due to his impatience.
Impatience on the interstate, definitely a no-no. Holy shit, that light is so red. That is crazy. Chevy Silverado was hit by the white Ram while making a left turn. The white Ram admitted to... so he had the turn signal, the left, green. Provided official law enforcement individuals were harmed. Thank goodness. Well, that's right. Am I really? Dude, where are you going? Are you in that big of a hurry? Oh, hey, they're going to the... I thought they were going to Discount Tire. Attempted to pass. I just changed lanes, merging left. He wasn't able to control his speed. He ignored my signal light and lateral movement. Road conditions were wet and foggy, and he only said I was trying to pass. In the grassy median, speed limit was posted at 45, but that's under ideal driving. Yeah, when they in the South, when you add water to our roads, we act even more stupid. This man's out going too fast. Okay, who's doing the wronky here? You are. Yeah. Law. Makes an illegal U-turn. That's... I have no words. I have to throw music in this part where there's like no sound. Okay. And holy mackerel. And did it knock you unconscious? I was coming home from work when the lady in the silver Mazda, okay, I had to see her, decided to run a red light. My lane had turned green as I was coming down the hill, and with the cars in the right-left turn lane. Okay, Herbie. Oh no, that's your blanket. There was no way for me to react in time. The best part is State Farm tried pinning 25% responsibility on me based on the fact that I must have been speeding and should have paid attention to my right. I'm totally confused. So the Mazda decided to run a red. Okay, so this one here, they're saying run the red light. Okay, I'm just trying to get my mind wrapped around this. Based on the fact that I must have been speeding and should have paid attention to my right. But if you've got the signal, you really don't.
You don't need to pay attention.
You don't have to. I have found that in most situations before going through a green light, and even if you're sitting at a red and it changes green, still continue to look right and left and across from you, because some people don't pay any attention. And
when you're given a signal,
typically you can go.
You don't need to be held reliable for anything. If there's a red light on this person's side of the road, they are full responsible.
And that's crazy. State Farm is actually my insurance company. They're a great insurance company. So
Apparently not.
I don't. Hello, that's your insurance company too.
Apparently not. You're gonna blame people for other people's mistakes.
Oh no. But anyway, they didn't even include the police report and say she was going to be cited for running a traffic light. If it wasn't for the traffic camera, I would have been screwed. This event 100% convinced me to get a dash cam, which I would really like to do. So shenanigans like this, I really would like to get a dash cam myself. I've thought about it. I don't know why you're backing up. They're jaggy. Okay, we've got the green. Holy schmackerel. And everyone has insurance. The driver of the white Hyundai Sonata was very apologetic. I have no idea what the driver was thinking when he ran the red light, because he didn't even try to slow down or stop. And that is almost, this probably happened to all of us. I was almost T-boned one time going to, what's the coffee place? Starbucks one morning on my way to work. She was little in the back, and she always sat opposite of me. However, this guy in his BMW realized he was running a red light, and thank God I had looked still at the red light both ways and saw him coming. I put on brakes before I actually went through the intersection. He realized the error of his ways. I mean, distracting, being distracted, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rush hour. I mean, it can happen. Pay attention, guys. Y'all are riding around in some very serious equipment. You're riding around in missiles.
I still think there's no excuse for you to be distracted in a murder vehicle.
Murder vehicle. It's murder. What in the... There goes somebody's hubcap. Oh, my God. And they're still going. I'm telling you. Girl, what are you doing?
Just trying to bathe.
Well, get off. Hair is so... Oh, I've got to be in Lexi's lap. Lexi is like her orb of love. This cat likes no one other than Lexi. And if you're good with Lexi, then she'll like you. This is a possessive cat. She's our psychopath. This happened this morning in Dallas while I was driving my Uber passengers to their destination. The driver never returned to the accident, and the people that were in the flipped car thought that they were hit by a white truck. Let's see. I returned to the scene after dropping off my passengers and sent them the videos. I had just replaced my dash cam. Oh, okay. Everything happens for a reason. That is crazy. The car totally flipped another car over. And they're just going to cut through the grass there. Okay. Hallelujah. Okay. Okay, stop that. Yes, just stop that. Let me just say that, yeah, they were turning, probably a quickie turn. That accident could have been totally avoided unless you were driving and you weren't paying any attention. You could have pumped your brakes and that person could have made it. Yeah, I'm sure that it would piss you off that they turned in front of you, but that was totally avoidable. I'm sorry. I think they hit the person on purpose. I mean, that might be not a positive opinion, but if let's just return to that. Let's see if we can go back to that. Is that after? Yeah. Okay, let's just see. All right. So, let me just make sure I got this right. Okay. We have got that is enough. Yes, that is enough time. They could have totally slowed down. I don't think they even remotely tapped their brakes, and they nailed the back end of that car. That was totally avoidable, even though that person turning in front of them was probably held responsible. This is just me going through intersections. It's best just to sort of kind of go ahead and look because sometimes people are impatient. Sometimes people are in a rush, and I just really don't have the money to go without my car, and nor do I have money. I mean, I know your insurance money will pay for it. I just don't want to go through the inconvenience of having to get my car repaired. I just really don't. That could have been avoided. Swerved and attempted to Red Nissan swerved and attempted to crash the back Toyota. The Nissan then turned in front of me and I had the back quarter pound of the car. He ran from the scene. Police found him and arrested him for multiple charges. I should have slowed sooner. Yeah, than I did, but I wasn't able to. I don't really believe that. Police report was filed as the other driver went to jail. Believe that's all I left out.
He could have had brake issues. You never know.
You don't really know. And that's like one thing my mom is always talking about, and it drives me batty. But she's like, you never know if your brakes are going to go out, which is actually when you get to be my age, you do start thinking about your brakes going out. I think about tires blowing more than anything.
which could happen if he had just slammed on brakes. I mean, you can't really do that.
You don't know.
And you don't know if people are behind you.
And I think he was almost hit, too, was he not?
Yeah, he was almost hit. Mm.
So, and he went to jail for whatever he went to jail for, but that could have been totally avoidable.
But that was a very different truck.
Okay, what are you? Hello? Hello? Some distracted dumbass on their phone or reaching for something on the floor. I don't know if I saw them reaching.
They weren't reaching.
But it really looked like I don't know what they were doing. I mean, I can see the guy's face here. I don't know. Something on the floor at the red light taps me. I got out to tell him to park in the Target parking lot ahead. He ended up apologizing and left. No damage to his car. Yeah, I mean, obviously you're sitting at a red light. He's going slow. I don't know why he ended up bumping into somebody. Like I don't get when that happens. There's more than one lane that is making a right or a left-hand turn. No, dude. That is total indecision. Okay, so he was making a right, decided, no, I don't want to make a right, I want to make a left, right in the middle, and obviously didn't even think about looking around to see if anybody else was on the quote-unquote road. You weren't there alone, dude. Troy decided to pull out onto the street and then decided to make an illegal U-turn in front of me. I slammed brakes, but not enough space to stop. Once I realized that a collision was imminent, I aimed for the tires so I did not go under the truck. That's thinking pretty good. Waited to upload until claim was settled with insurance. His insurance covered the car, medical bills, and 2 times punitive damages. The first thing he said when he came up to me was, "It's your fault anyway."
No, it's not.
Dude, you're the one in the middle of the road getting hit.
And if I was if I wasn't too damaged, I probably would have
throat punch.
I would have sent him to the hospital.
It's a total loss for somebody. No. Oh. Okay. You see the bus? Holy schmackerel. Jeez Louise. I started saying, no, you're not going to hit a big damn orange bus. Yeah, he was wrong, but come on, slow her down. Because I had the video, I was going to chase him down. I wasn't going to chase him down. Cops saw the video, immediately identified him at fault. I couldn't tell if there were kids on board. Damage was $1,283.51. Sarasota County admitted fault because of the video. This right here is why dash cams are so important. A $100 dash cam saved me every step. Yeah, we're going to have to start thinking about that. I want one in the front and the back, too. Maybe he didn't realize he was that tired. I don't know. He might have been like Dad drinking an energy drink. Oh, I see snow and... Okay. Yep. Oh my goodness. Well, thank goodness that didn't turn out worse. Was covered in ice, but some drivers, including myself, didn't notice right away. I slowed way down after realizing how bad the road was, and I called the police to let them know about that. That was very nice of you. Those overpasses and elevated highways do ice up quickly.
Some people don't even be driving during ice.
Oh, okay. I couldn't figure out why they had their left turn signal on. Holy mackerel. That was insane. Yeah.
You're pulling something and you're acting reckless.
I would get totally white. Okay. Green SUV slammed on brakes to illegally use the emergency services U-turn. Okay, we'd almost have to go back and review that again. He did put on his brakes, but his left turn signal was on, and obviously the emergency U-turn is there for a reason. He was signaling. I was trying to figure out why his left signal was on, quite frankly.
Okay, so it's basically the green SUV had used the illegal U-turn and had made this guy swerve.
Yeah, but my thing is why is it an emergency? Use the emergency services U-turn, but you're saying he's illegally doing it. You just said it was an emergency services U-turn. You're going in the wrong direction. It is a U-turn. It has been put there for whatever reason. The guy did have his signal on, and you seem to be following pretty closely. Don't you think he was following pretty closely? This one right here that's taking the video? Didn't he seem like he was following very closely? Okay, we're going to review this again. I don't know why we bother to critique some drivers, but... Okay, so... Okay, they have their signal on. I see their signal. Okay, they are in the fast lane because they're going to use a U-turn that is in the road for whatever reason it's there. Okay, so they have to slow down. They can't take it on 2 wheels. All right. Now, you see the signal. Okay, brake lights working. To me, this guy here taking the video placing blame because this person is using an illegal U-turn lane. It's there for a reason. Okay, if it's there for a reason, then how is it illegal? Number two, okay, left turn signal on. They were going slow, or they were slowing down. This happens to be in the fast lane. I know that's an inconvenience, but I think you were following a little too closely. And the car that is swerving, the camper, was probably trying to avoid your dumb ass because you should have been pumping your brakes a little bit. Okay, this isn't, I don't think, an interstate, but like when we had to go to Upward, that kind of a road. My opinion. I'm not giving out any laws here. These are just my thoughts on that.
You have to be the victim in order to get extra stuff.
What is that one doing besides losing damn control? Holy oh. And you know they're going, oh shit. Thank you.
Hopefully no one hit him in the back.
And look, it's snow. Well, that you are so lucky, dude or dudette. So lucky like that. But that could create a mess on the roads. Okay, all right. We're okay. Well, that's why I'm just not that big about turning when there's one car in front of me. I want to be able to see that second lane. See, I was the car that honked. I didn't hear a honk because this has like no sound. As I saw the SUV turn immediately without stopping, SUV was not injured and immediately called 911 while the other car sustained minor injuries and was able to walk on his own. I gave him my number and link to the crash video for proof. He wasn't at fault. Well, it's nice. Maybe he thought he could make it. I don't know. But when you're turning against two lanes and one is in front of you wanting to turn, that's a dangerous situation. I say wait until you can see for sure.
You don't turn against two lanes of traffic because that's
well, I mean, if you can, obviously, that if that was an option,
if it's free, but the thing is, somebody will probably coming.
Yeah, if somebody else. I mean, there's places like that. I'm sure in all towns where somebody's in the oncoming wanting to make their left turn and say you're in your lane and you want to make a left turn, and then there's still another lane. Absolutely, don't turn until you know. Wait till that other car turns because that obstructs your view. I think that happens a lot at red lights and just other places that you can turn. It's a itchy situation.
And easily avoid.
Okay. Oh my god. Really? Oh my gosh. Okay. So y'all are telling me y'all don't realize y'all hit each other? Is that what you're telling me? Alright, so I was at a stoplight on my way to work when this happened. You can see from a distance the Mustang cut... Okay, so I didn't see the Mustang cut off the Jeep. I just saw the Jeep getting in front. They got back and forth. I only noticed them approaching pretty quickly when I glanced at my rearview mirror and saw the Jeep hit the brakes right behind me because I thought they were going to hit each other. Mustang driver gets pissed and tries to cut the Jeep off right behind me. I'm trying to not get hit, so I moved up as much as I can without hitting the car in front of me. And as you can see, these guys end up sacrificing their vehicles. Nothing
Shake my head.
Like some early morning road rage to start the week. Yeah, telling you.
That's why I can't stand people and why I'm fearful of the road. You got idiots like them.
And neither one of them stopped. I mean, what kind of cars are these? And I am so confused.
People.
Oh, it's Puerto Rico. Did I just say it was Puerto Rico? Is that the car? And you just keep going. I'm so confused. When my car gets hit, I'm stopping. When we got hit in Georgia, I walked around the car 3 times looking for damage.
After the green light changed, a bunch of ATVs and cars came from everywhere towards the highway, and then a Jeep got into my lane trying to catch up with the group. Lucky me, I have an ARB bumper, so no damage at all.
Not worked out good. Looked like it tore some of their bumper off.
Oh, well, that's their fault.
That's a tight little road. People parking on it.
Texas.
This is not going to be good.
Of course not. You see this coming here?
What in the world? Okay, that is the craziest shit I have ever saw. We gotta see that again. Sorry. And then this one's gonna pull over to help. And this one here. Where are you? That one. You got rubberneckers and you got those
Idiots.
people. Crazy. We can read that. I'm eating my cheeseburger.
I was
y'all.
traveling west on I-20 in
Odessa.
Odessa, Texas, whatever. I stopped to remove a large bag of trash from the right-hand lane before it caused an accident.
Oh,
I had
God.
gotten out of my vehicle and moved to the rear of my vehicle where I could watch traffic while I put on my safety vest and waited for a safe opportunity to remove the bag of trash before it caused an accident.
And you got in an accident.
Yep.
Killed. Crazy.
It seemed like they caused it and were willing to go through with it if they gonna do something like that on that type crazy road. I don't understand why you got crazy on a highway.
Oh. You know, I just sit and try to figure out how these cars do this crazy crap.
I figure out why these people even got out of bed to drive.
Was not paying attention to the road, hit the brakes too late, locked out. Okay, there we go. Lost control of the vehicle, resulting in a collision. I couldn't figure out why they spun like that, so anti-lock brakes, I guess. All 4 tires locking up. Oh yeah, you're gonna go for a spin.
That's why you
Let's
don't.
just say 2, for the sake of argument. SUVs might be. Oh my god. Oh. Highly congested area during rush hour. Let's do that. Driver of the truck merged without seeing the red Civic, clipped the rear wheel, and blew it out. That's what I say. No one was hurt. Stopped and gave the video to the driver of the red Civic. Just happened to be his 19th birthday. Bless with me. Boy, that's a road. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
so you can't let that person. You can't let them in. Come on. Just let them get in there. It can't be that big of a deal.
Look at that.
Being a smarty pants. I'm sorry, I'm stopping at this point. You've hit my car. Obviously, they were going to fight for it. Getting in that road. Okay.
See, look, you're not doing anything. That person
even
decided to be
looking-
stupid.
I don't understand why people don't look. Driver admitted fault at the scene.
Of course, you ain't got to admit nothing. I got a camera.
Didn't have enough time to react. He was distracted talking to his son and didn't bother to look before attempting to make the illegal U-turn from the right lane. Sorry about the scream. My girlfriend freaked out as the damage was directly at the path. Well, yeah, I would freak out too if you're going to hit me. I'm serious. I would. Can't help. A car. Okay, this is already a problem. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And he's just gonna continue. Look. And he just keep going. See,
Where's he
there's
going?
She's leaving.
See, there's something wrong when somebody is nearing to cause an accident or does cause an accident and
you leave.
continues.
And we're talking, it's not minimal damage. I mean, that's pretty substantial damage.
Especially to the front, because we can't see the front of this car.
No.
The thing is, if they cause damage and they run, you're guilty of something.
What are you running from?
What are you running from? So you
yeah.
need to be reported ASAP.
I'd be following you.
I'd be following you 911 on the line.
I'll be following you, and obviously this is a very busy road, probably early morning. There's snow on the road,
And if it's a criminal, then I need a gun and a taser on me just in case. Because they'll know I'm following them.
oh, I would definitely be following them. This is 2 lanes too. It looks like, okay. And that one's got kids like, where are they going? Yeah, they're trying to get away from the accident they just caused.
Yeah, and they probably are guilty of something else, and that's why they don't want to get caught. But the thing is, we got dash cams. Yep, see, they're following them.
Oh, yeah.
Caused an accident, fled the scene of the accident. I followed her all the way to an elementary school where she dropped off a kid. Yeah, she's
She
dropping
never
a
made an
kid.
attempt to stop, make sure I was okay. Come to find out the car didn't have current registration, nor was her driver's license. She was ticketed on the scene. So, see, there's always a reason.
Why they would leave the scene. People who truly aren't guilty will stop immediately and pull over to the side and will give you their insurance card.
Let me just say, side note, I have to commend this place because they're dropping their kids off at school and there's freaking snow on the ground. Honey, you can talk about snow here in the South. The milk and bread is gone.
Eggs.
Yeah. And school is closed for a week. And we hadn't even, they're just calling for it. Just calling for it. So I commend whoever this is. They must be very used to it. It must be a northern place because we're not. We don't do well in snow. Probably up north for sure where they have winter every winter, which means snow. They're going to school with snow on the ground. I would love that.
I wish I could be in a colder environment that was like all the time, because I like staying warm in my warm clothes and not having to feel like I want to peel my skin off because of summer being
And
hot.
he followed him, and he sort of kind of sounded young, I thought, when he said, "Where's she going?" Yeah, she wasn't stopping.
Yeah, I don't understand why you were driving that recklessly with your kid in the car. I'm just saying.
You know, the kid was probably like, "Mama, something just hit us. We got to get you to school. We got to get you to school, son."
That could have been a easy excuse for your kid.
Yeah, look at that. And he's still behind her, and she's acting like nothing.
Look, the kid's probably,
Yeah, she'll get in the car, and she don't even care. Yeah, I mean, that was some heavy damage.
look, see.
He even got some damage. Aurora. Okay, Colorado. Oh, no, this is already bad. Yep.
Why in the world are you driving like that?
They were that's a curve there. It's bad. Gosh. Oh, I know she's sorry. Bless
That's
her.
the thing, is that she was not hiding anything. She immediately stopped and got out. Unlike the last lady who ran.
Her wheels were turned to the right, and when she hit the pavement, it turned the car into me, almost missed me. But yeah, it's a bad situation. That's the thing is when you this is crazy things that I think about. But when you're choosing to buy a house somewhere, think about how it's going to be in the winter, and can you get in and out of that road in the winter time? I would think about this is going to be a terrible, terrible road to get out of. And when you've got these places, these curvy little places, and then the sun's not going to make it to part of the snowy road, and then those are where your icy patches are. I mean, he said that she was going way too fast. I don't quite know even what the speed would have been, but going downhill around a curve with snow on the ground and possibly it's already packed down.
Maybe for the road she was going a little too
and it's
fast.
possibly, you know, when it gets packed down, then it can turn into a sheet of ice. Ride in a low gear. That way your car don't speed up. And you don't have to tap your brakes typically.
Because they don't care.
Whatever man she marries will have to be her chauffeur because she's probably never going to drive.
Hopefully I'll be rich enough to have a chauffeur I can buy myself.
Okay, so this one's got the red light. And, okay, oh my God.
You see, it happens mostly in the snow. And the thing is, there could still be some leftover ice on
There
the
could
road.
be, I mean, but still, what are you looking at that you don't see there's a big freaking red light in front of you?
I don't know. There's people around on the road. You're not the only one here. So you need to be watching.
Yikes, in a way. Okay.
This ain't looking good. Nope.
You're backing up.
This ain't looking good.
All right, problem right now. Mercedes. People that are rich, yeah, they don't pay no attention because guess what? They can afford
They can
cars.
afford a new car. We can't.
Yeah. And look, I backed into you, but I'm going to go ahead and go. Broadway. Delaware.
Call 911.
Okay.
Emergency services.
Okay. DUI. Or either they were having a medical emergency. No, DUI. Has to be. Holy smackerel.
Probably a
They're still
DUI.
going.
Yeah, that'd definitely be a DUI of some sort.
Police immediately. I'm hoping not medical, but this lady's
She could be
Route
medical.
14 going southbound, and she is driving in the median, hitting all the snowbanks and everything.
Okay, all right. Where are you passing?
We are passing Dover Pools, headed southbound. I'm hoping she's pulling over right now. I'm gonna talk to her and try and get
It
her
may be a
pulled.
medical something.
Liverpool's on State Street.
Ma'am, are you okay? Yes, on State Street, or right next to State Street.
Driver wasn't out yet.
Intoxicated and severely impaired, had a big gulp, about half full of beer, and the smell of drugs poured out of the car. Had to hide the keys so she wouldn't drive away after crashing through two ice snowbanks. She was hitting signs too. And everybody on the road with this person was definitely could have been.
It could have been a lot
Hurt.
worse. They could have been in danger. They could have died because, you hear a lot of people who are intoxicated driving kill a lot of people.
They don't usually die because they're so intoxicated. They bounce. They bounce.
They don't need
Seriously.
They
true.
shouldn't get a free pass. I mean,
But I don't think they
Stopped, I'm
do.
gonna talk to
But
her.
no, I'm saying they shouldn't get a free pass at life. But then again, they can live with that for the rest of their lives at least.
Okay, what's your name?
one of these people just kill me. Santa Barbara, California. Two lanes. Okay, you're passing on a double. Oh, you're just going up that way. You must have fell asleep. Oh! When you run off the road, best thing to do is try to go ahead and stop. Don't try to veer it
The
back
only
into the
thing-
traffic.
Heading home.
Fell asleep.
Okay, this could easily be avoidable. The only thing that can't be avoidable is a medical emergency because you don't know how that's going to happen.
So you got one driver who fell asleep for whatever the reason be, but when you fall asleep and you're completely off the road, a lot of times people get killed because they overcorrect. I would think if you could think about it enough, try to just stop your car before you try to get back out onto the road, because that overcorrecting hurts a lot of people. And you hit if you can get stopped wherever you are, wait until nobody's coming. Make sure that you're because I mean I'm sure obviously your blood pressure, your adrenaline, everything's going to be pumped. Just stop and then try to get back out into the road where something like this doesn't happen.
That just easily could have been avoidable. That really could have.
Well, he was running to check. Okay, yep. Oh my. Okay.
That's very pretty out there.
Sure is. Old gentleman wasn't paying too much attention at these stopped cars and didn't stop in time, causing him to swerve and hit oncoming traffic. I stayed on scene to make sure everyone was okay. Yeah, that wasn't a good situation. He could have sort of kind of veered to the right and hit the fencing, but he veered to the left into oncoming traffic. So that is pretty, though. And
like I said, you can follow every law.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay. Oh, that must have just been the camera rolling around. Okay, sheet of ice flew off the SUV's roof, crashed through my windshield. Driver didn't stop, waiting for insurance to assess the damage. I always remember to clean off your. I'm going to be honest. I don't clean off the top of my SUV. I don't have a huge one, but
You're also not speeding either.
Yeah, I'm usually not. But I warm my car up, so a lot of times a lot of the ice and stuff gets off, not off the top. I can't reach the top, okay? But if it's snowing, chances are I'm not driving to work anyway. So
yeah, and the thing is, you're slow about it. That person was going a little too fast.
And I don't even think they realized it either. I mean, if it flew off behind them, they wouldn't have stopped for you. Boy. That's some crazy crap. Yeah.
Be glad this stuff did not fall off on you, like Final Destination.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. It's Final Destination. Contractor van slips while attempting a right turn, impacts my front. I didn't worry about it much I wasn't at fault. Just figured insurance would take care of everything. But
Girlfriend was pissed.
Good grief. What woman don't get pissed about some crazy crap? I'm sure he was having a bad day too. Okay, so you've got the... I get so confused by some of these.
I'm not even...
Oh! What the heck are you doing, dude?
That or something wrong with his car. And maybe a ladder.
The cops are coming! The cops are coming!
After the
I wish it caused
cops.
no accident.
Yeah. Parking lot, hello. Yeah, boy.
That person was trying to tell me. Look, he did the old man shake my head. This incident occurred today, 2:23, but unfortunately my
Timestamp's off.
This occurred in
Rehoboth Beach, Delaware.
an older gentleman claimed that I rear-ended him. Clearly not. Only cosmetic damage on both vehicles, no injuries, but emphasizes the importance of dash cams. Without it, I am not sure what I would have done. Ironically, I was at Walmart to return a separate defective dash cam.
Jeez. Well, I would almost have to say in the event of... I mean, that's crazy. He thinks he's been rear-ended when he's the one purely backing up, but... I think a lot of times these businesses usually have cameras in the parking lot, so...
They don't look at them unless you report anything.
Well, no, that would be the thing. I want you to pull the camera footage where I just got hit. So I'd be like, no, he backed into me. And not to
regardless,
mention...
there was a witness.
Exactly. There was a witness that Mr. Dum Dum was back. You're in a parking lot.
The dude was literally waving his hand like... Don't back up, There's somebody behind you. He's pointing behind them, and then he hit them, and he was like,
what's so stupid? I mean, okay, come on, it's just a couple of parking spots up. Is it really that important that you get that parking spot? I mean, seriously. And you're like, oh, God, I'm so sorry. What are you doing? What? Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh.
He's had to take a shortcut.
Come in traffic, because that's where he was headed. Yeah, holy shnikey.
You're smoking there. And you're gonna...
Oh, yeah, there you
He's going
go.
around him. Uh-huh.
Yeah, you didn't get very far, did you?
Like I said, he's smoking.
Is that the Popos?
Yeah.
Okay. Guy hits two cars in front of me and then tries to take off. Police happen to be dealing with an unrelated suspect across the street. They noticed a driver trying to get out of the car and run once his car stalls and handcuffs. no better position to be in. Cops already investigating or working on one situation, and they go ahead and take down this person who obviously was trying to get away. Mm-hmm.
They had just caused an accident. I was just like, I'm gonna go.
Seriously, look, man, yeah, you were absolutely cuffed. And
Whoa.
what y'all woeing about? Okay, I guess it was the one beside him.
I can't see anything. Okay, it showed us the front.
Oh! Yep. Gotta wait.
Emergency, then your emergency lights should be on.
That ain't more scary than that.
What were they doing?
They crossed the center line.
Yeah.
Headed to the doctor when this guy went straight instead of following the curve to the right. Fortunately, I saw him just in time to veer enough to the right to avoid a head-on collision, which would have been far worse. My door took the brunt of the impact, and if you could see how the inside of my door exploded, you would know that a miracle it was I didn't break anything. I got 4 staples and CT scan after they took me by ambulance to the emergency room. They both have
I've noticed a lot of these drivers are in Cali.
Yep. I wasn't going to say that, though. What is it in California? If any of y'all live in California, can you tell me what's wrong with California traffic and these people who drive?
No. White car on right was sitting at the red light. He decided just to go when he's like, okay, so there we go. Sometimes when the light in front of us is green and somebody else is going, I'm a little confused as to what kind of signal they have. So he just decided he was going to go.
His white Mustang coming in my direction, going straight. Mustang then spun around and hit another car waiting at the light on the left. You can't see the third car in the video until I start to turn around to pull over and assist all 3 cars. Airbags went off. Passenger of Mustang was taken to hospital and she's recovering with no serious injuries. She had just gotten hit by a drunk driver the prior month.
Oh, wow.
I hate that for people.
Most people might experience one car wreck in their lifetime, but multiples?
White car who ran the red light was a teen who had just got his license that day. God, he was distracted on his phone. 3 teens in third car had no injuries. The teen that ran the red had no injuries either. Driver and Mustang had no injuries. Again.
Yeah, that would probably make her not want to drive forever.
Looking at this makes me not want to drive forever.
When you hit, holy smackerel! Oh my God, they hit them from behind.
Oh, well.
Ugh, those sounds are terrible. God.
What in the hell?
Oh, they hit that guardrail.
It would have possibly went your tire. An SUV drifts out of the lane and crashes into the barrier. I was lucky there was no other cars to my left, which gave me the opportunity to dodge a collision. Was going 70 and didn't think I would have brakes in time to avoid a collision. Debris from the wreck damaged my front bumper, I assumed. The driver and passenger were okay, but fled the scene before the police arrived.
I imagine.
Hopefully.
Well, whoever just come from the left side ran the light.
You smoking? Y'all better get out.
That's usually because the engine's hot and they hit the radiator and the water gets on the hot engine and things start smoking.
Well, you never know if it caused fire. That's why I was
Well,
scared.
it shouldn't unless they hit and rupture the gas tank. Yeah, you're always going to see some smoke coming when you hit the, what's that person running across the road for? I never know. Do we really need to see all this? Work truck was parked.
By a building I was working at,
Chrysler
Pacifica ran their red light and hit the driver's side of the... What is it with F-150s?
Don't get an F-150.
It seems like you get bad luck this way. You know how they said red cars are the ones that cause bad luck? I think it's the F-150s. That's what we got as an incident on our ride anyway. The occupants of the Pacifica then proceeded to flee the scene and were heard telling a bystander that they had warrants. Police mentioned they had at least one in custody. Driver of the F-150 seemed unharmed but very shaken up, bless them.
they had active warrants, so they're going to flee the scene. If somebody's fleeing the scene of an accident,
There
it's
is a reason.
because there is a definite reason.
There's a definite guilty reason, and typically it's because they have warrants or they're in a stolen car, or they don't. Their car doesn't have insurance, or they don't have a
Or
license.
they don't have drugs, not something.
It's something very important
yeah.
that you need to turn them in.
I mean, because if you're in that big a hurry, well, I'm not going to be able to wait. I'm going to leave my wrecked car here yet. No.
Yeah. We're in dual turn lanes, both making left-hand turns. I guess he didn't know that there were 2 lanes that turned into me. His insurance accepted fault the next day. Pretty bad back pain 3 weeks later. Car had $6,000 in damages. Second one in 3 months. Last one was also on the way to work in the same general area.
You need to find another way to work.
You need to find another way to work.
Pretty bad back pain because y'all weren't going very fast at all. Oh my gosh.
I just purchased this dash cam after someone backed into my car and lied about it. Insurance had ruled it my fault, after which I discovered dash cams were a thing. It may be hard to tell, but the radio is actually very steep.
The road.
The road is very steep downhill. The roads were plowed for quite a ways, but then it got pretty bad, and we were stuck in a terrible snowstorm, which didn't help either. I was going too fast because every time I gently tapped the brakes, the entire car would begin swaying and losing control. After hitting the turn in the video, I lost complete control, and the semi was in the perfect position so that we collided with it. Timestamp is correct. It happened over a year ago. Car was a total loss. No life-threatening injuries. My wife and I were pretty banged up.
I bet.
It's a mistake I won't be making again after the accident. Some very kind people behind us stopped to make sure we were okay. 2 to 3 other vehicles narrowly missed us coming around the corner as they also lost control. Damage to the semi is unknown, but it was very beat up. Rather than seeing if we were okay, the semi driver instead shouted profanities at
Okay,
us.
it's semi, not a semi.
I'm saying semi. Whatever.
It's a semi.
I don't care, woman.
It's a semi.
So this person doesn't care if there's snow. There could have been a possible car issue. There could have been a lot of other things, and it's too dark. It's very dark. But you're gonna
Yell
complain and shout
obscenities
fantasies.
after you. I mean, okay, so your car hits their car, your truck hits their car, and you're gonna holler obscenities. Obviously, they did not want to hit you head on. I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
I mean, it's snow. All that's going on.
Yeah, I mean, that is, I don't know, I think really more than anything, and it's a lot of common sense here, is I think that number one, don't get in a hurry unless you have a woman in the car who is in active birth. I think that you really shouldn't be in a rush. Definitely, I've always been the type of person who I'm always early wherever I go because I try to allow enough time going somewhere to allot time for traffic jams and red lights and car accidents and things like that. I don't want to be in a rush because when you're in your rush, you can end up in an accident or you can cause an accident. So, and Lexi didn't want to hear me talk about that, obviously. So, obviously, since COVID, she's not been in a very good mood. She's a stinker and can't be made happy about nothing. So, I'm going to go ahead and close this video out and hopefully we can make it through a few more videos. And if you haven't done it already, please subscribe and a thumbs up would really be appreciated. And until our next video, give them a smile, Miss Stinky Poo Poo. Peace.